everyone! Welcome back to Lost on the Couch. I'm David.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Zola.
I'm Hassan.
And we're here to watch Season 5, Episode 1. It's called Because You Left. We're starting Season 5 today, so we have a new thing that we put... You guys see it right there? You guys see it? I don't know if you guys saw it, but...
It's a little van.
Don't move it because we put the Rogers Dharma van right there.
The van.
And I actually thank you to Caleb Woods who sent us one of those. Thank you so much. Those are limited edition. So I was kind of hesitant to take it out of the box. But the whole box wouldn't fit right here. So I decided, you know what? I'll open it up, put it right there. There it is. That's going to be there. And I'm sorry, but I actually lost, if you guys noticed. I lost the drive shaft ring. Poor Charlie's memory is not... it's a good reason, though. I actually used it for a gig that I played, and I played piano with it on, but then I lost it on the flight home, and so...
The event organizer pickpocketed him.
No, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was a Lost fan. Chances are I lost it on the plane, and it'd be hilarious if a Lost fan... Can you imagine if a Lost fan found that on a plane?
Was your flight 8:15?
It was
on a plane.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Imagine if their flight was scheduled for 8:15. They get into their seat, which was
like seat 23.
16.
Seat 23.
And they leave at 23 o'clock. And they arrive.
No, you can have seat 23 and leave at 23 o'clock. Then it's a coincidence.
No, I said seat 16.
I said 23.
Seat 16. Oh, and their arriving time is 23:42.
What if their arriving time is just like 4:08?
4:08.
Oh, I forgot the 4 and the 8. No. We got 8:15. Okay.
Oh, I
right.
see.
So then we need a 4.
Yeah,
That's
try
4
harder. Anyways.
4 p.m. And
Season 5.
Well, and you're gonna say that he finds the in his seat in seat 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so funny. I know people who
have watched.
I don't personally know, but I know of people who intentionally choose seats on an airplane that are row 4, 8, 15, 16, 22.
When they get in an elevator, do they click 4, 8, 15?
That'd be annoying. Anyway, season 4 ended on a cliffhanger. What happened with the finale of season 4?
John Locke's body was in a coffin.
Yes. Anything else?
We saw the alternate endings.
I found Penny.
Penny found them.
True.
They moved the island.
They moved the island.
Teleported.
I was right.
Zola was right, yes. If you already watched our season 4 discussion, you can hear all about, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. You can hear all about our thoughts on season 4. It was a great discussion, actually. Really, really good. So go back and watch that. Last thoughts for this episode. It's called Because You Left. What's happening? Whose episode is going to be about? What do you hope to find out right away?
It's about the 6.
Oh, no, it's about the people on the island. What happened after because they left.
Because 6 people left. Maybe something happened because they... Oh, okay. All right. Any other predictions?
It's an episode about Jack.
Jack. We always start with a nice Jack episode most seasons.
True. That's a good point.
A good old Jack in the Box.
Okay. Audrey?
I think it might be about the 6. Like the Oceanic 6. And like Ben talking about what happened because
take
they
her
left.
side.
Ben talking about what happened. Yeah. Okay.
She said it was about people on the island.
Yeah.
So season 2 started with Desmond in the hatch. Season 3 started with the others. Season 4 started with those mangoes that were apparently on the beach. But
Hassan,
then
hand it over.
Hurley had a car chase. How do you think season 5 will start?
It's gonna start with Locke doing like something with the others on the island.
Because he's kind of like the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, that's how it's going to open.
I think it's going to open with Ben and Jack where they left off.
Okay. Do you have any other thoughts, Audrey?
Mm-mm.
I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Are you ready?
I just want to see
Right,
it.
we're starting a new season of Lost. Second to last season.
Second to last season.
So just soak it up and enjoy it, guys. All right. 3, 2, 1.
8:15.
Oh.
What is this?
It seems like one of the hatch, right?
Is this Ben?
It looks like Ben.
What if it's
And
when
it's
he
Alex?
first got Alex? It was Ben.
No, it's the Dharma Initiative.
Oh. It's the guy in the video.
Hansa.
The scientist.
Right.
Okay, Dharma orientation film number 2.
Wow.
1.
I'm Dr. Marvin Candle, and this is the orientation film for Station 2, The Arrow. This station's primary purpose is to gather intelligence on the island's hostile indigenous population. Damn it, what the hell?
Cut. Sir, we got a problem here off the orchid.
Oh, David. You put the car in
There you
the
go.
book and now it's...
And now it's there.
Now it's there.
What's the problem at the orchid?
Wow, he looks angry.
They interrupted his video.
That's when the drill melted. The drill melted?
What?
There's something in there.
Oh, is that the thing that
Yeah.
Under no circumstances. Once we can harness it correctly, it's going to allow us to manipulate time.
What, we're gonna go back and kill Hitler?
There are rules that can't be broken. If you drill even 1 centimeter further, you risk releasing the energy. If that were to happen, God help us all. Watch yourself. Sorry, sir.
Is that Dan?
It does look like Dan.
The physicist.
That's totally him. No.
Was that him on the floor?
Time travel. How stupid is that guy think we are?
That's why he's there. That's why in one of those episodes he said something about like when I return or something like that.
Who? Dan?
Dan.
I don't know if he's. Well, yeah.
I know it was about the boat, but John just wakes up.
Right.
Let's get him in the van. It's out back.
He's so
Bad.
weird.
We'll worry about that once we pick up Hugo.
Hurley, locked away in a mental institution.
You don't know anything, Jack.
Which should make recruiting him considerably easier than the rest of your friends.
Jen's
They're not my
alive.
friends anymore. How did all this happen?
It happened because you left, Jack.
He's shaving finally.
Finally.
When was the last time you saw him?
Obviously, John's visit to you made an impression. What did he say to make you such a believer?
Everyone we left behind, John said that they'd die too if I didn't come back.
Did he tell you what happened to them after the island moved?
No, he didn't.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
3 years?
Whoa.
Did they all get the sickness?
Richard?
You know what I just thought? If they moved the island, they could technically move to a much worse geographical location.
Can they still see the other?
inside the radius.
Oh.
Smoke's gone, isn't it? Yep.
Wow, Audrey, good call.
So
First
weird.
priority.
That's the first thing I would have done is turn around and look for the boat.
Rose! Who was that night?
Just calm down. No need to panic. We'll just go back to camp.
We can't go back to the camp.
Why?
What the hell are you talking about? There is no camp.
What?
The sky lit up.
Oh, it
And then
resets
the-
the geography.
But did all the Dharma stuff
And all the
disappear too? Because
tents.
all the Dharma people are gone.
water. It's not gone.
Just
Did they
hasn't
go
happened
back
yet?
in time?
No, you're on the phone.
The island moves in time.
What do you mean the camp's not gone? I need you to take me to something man-made, something that was built.
There's a Dharma station 15 minutes from here.
We should get moving before it happens again, okay?
Before it happens again.
Before what happens again? The camp isn't gone. It hasn't been built yet.
I knew it. I was like, it hasn't happened yet. So weird. How?
That's interesting.
Imagine if Aaron was on the island. Aaron just disappears. He hasn't been born yet.
There he is.
Watch your cartoons, Goober. Yes?
Hi, I'm Dan Norton of the law firm Agostini and Norton. We're here to get a blood sample from you and one from your son, Aaron, to determine your relationship to the child.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Who's
I'm not at liberty to divulge the identity of my client.
Then come back with the sheriff.
That's so sketchy.
Now she's gonna go back to the island.
Is her time up? Is she allowed to run away again yet?
The client is her mother.
Yeah, I think so too. Claire's
I think
mom.
it's.
No, Kate's mother.
Oh.
We're going on vacation, baby.
I think either one of you could be right. Actually, I don't think Claire's mom knows that Claire. That would be Claire's
Say bye,
baby.
baby.
There's no way.
Looks like his shirt wasn't made yet either.
Excuse me. I need the two of you to pick up the pace, okay? Thanks.
First things first. How about we call it timeout so you can tell us what the hell's going on?
For me to try to explain whatever's happening.
Boy!
Thank
You
you.
think you do it?
Shut it, you're getting one too.
Oh. Damn. Slap him back.
Now talk.
Think of the island like a record. That record is skipping. I think it may have dislodged us.
Dislodge this from what? Time.
The island is moving through time.
Yeah, either the island is or we are. Everyone in your group, you're all accounted for, right?
Not everyone.
Claire.
And John Locke.
Locke.
Oh, that's why the others aren't there yet either.
But it's weird. Why are they there and not the others?
Well, they all got on the island at the same time. The others all got on the island at a different time.
Interesting point.
Which
Is that
plane is
Echo's
it?
brother?
Oh, it is, isn't it? Is it yellow? Yep. Which means, where's Boone and Sharon? They should be back to life, right? Boone
Well-
hasn't died in the...
When did this plane crash?
Many, many years before.
That's true.
Hello?
Okay, don't die the same way Boone died, though. Oh,
Oh,
they're
gosh.
shooting at him?
Oh, jeez.
Does he become paralyzed again?
Who are you?
Ethan! What is happening?
Your name is Ethan. Ben Linus appointed me as your leader.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
What's happening again?
So John is skipping through time as well. So they need to find a landmark so that they are safe.
Like, wouldn't it have to stop eventually, skipping?
I think that's why
That's
he's
how long
trying
the
to...
record player is.
May I see your passport, please?
Flag.
Just one moment, Miss Kwan.
Open this door!
Save your breath. You had the audacity to approach me in broad daylight in front of my business associates.
You showed me no respect. I will be respected, sir.
You mentioned that you and I had common interests. Why don't you tell me exactly what they might be?
To kill Benjamin Linus.
As to why he may have murdered a visitor to the facility where Reyes lived, that remains a complete mystery.
Well, it wasn't him. It was Saeed.
Looks like we have a change of plan.
Well, everyone's on the run again.
You know, maybe if you ate more comfort food, you wouldn't have to go around shooting people.
It's luscious.
His hair? You talking about his hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head and shoulders, 2 in
I
1.
don't care. I'm not taking any risks after Bentham died. If you'd spent the last 2 years doing the things I was doing, you'd be paranoid too. I was working for Benjamin Linus. If you ever have the misfortune of running into him, whatever he tells you, just do the opposite.
Oh, Ben's about to come find them, so this is gonna end well.
Oh!
You saw that.
Dang!
The pizza, watch out for the pizza.
Oh, shoot. It was just a dart. Nice.
There's no way he died immediately.
Oh no.
They're gonna think it was Hugo.
Shoot the witnesses.
Hugo!
And he's covered in blood.
Oh my god, Hurley, you idiot!
It's supposed to be a safe house. Never still left that item.
The hatch hasn't been built yet. Or is it already blown up? Oh, it's already blown up.
Blown up, just like we left.
So they're in the future.
Now, what if the helicopter hasn't even taken off yet?
We could warn them.
You cannot change anything. You can't. Time, it's like a stream, right? We can move forward on that street. We can move in reverse, but we cannot create a new street. If we try to do anything different, we will fail every time.
This is kind of like
Whatever
Desmond's, the thing
happened.
about fate.
How do you know so much about this, Danny boy?
I take a lot of notes in class.
And I know all this because this journal contains everything I've ever learned about the Dharma Initiative.
So how can we stop it?
He's like, that part I
Can't stop it.
The plane's on the ground again.
Is he still shot? But that didn't happen in the past.
We'll definitely talk about that.
Is he gonna hop all the way to the other guys?
I guess he could go into the Pearl.
What the heck? Is it Richard? Yeah.
Hey, John.
What? This is getting rad.
What is happening? What's happening is you're bleeding to death. You need to get the bullet out. How did you know there was a bullet in my leg, Richard? Because you told me there was, John. No. No, I didn't. You will. It was when the sky lit up. Where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere, John. You went. Next time we see each other, I'm not going to recognize you.
You give me this.
He knows when it's gonna happen again.
All right.
What is it?
Oh.
It's a compass.
What does it do?
It points north, John. And look, the only way to save the island, John, is to get your people back here. So you have to convince them to come back.
How am I supposed to do that?
You're going to have to die, John.
Why would he have to die? You're gonna have to die.
I guess because the people left, the island can't stabilize.
Yeah, because it's not getting to a place where everything's back to the way that it was.
It's not able to reset properly.
Yeah. That's so weird. But
So
hey,
much to
it's
talk
the
about.
compass from when he was a kid, and Richard asked him if it was his.
Wait, so it's reset. Shouldn't the hatch be back? Remember he had to dig it out, Locke?
The hatch. It's back. I guess you haven't found it yet.
This is so confusing.
They're starving of food, beer, and I'm getting Desmond to let me in one way or another. That's not gonna work, my friend, because Desmond didn't know you when you first came out of that, which means you can't meet. Please open the damn door! It won't work. Sure it will. I can't change the past, James!
Everybody I care about just blew up on your damn boat. I know what I can't change.
But they didn't blow up.
Well,
Oh no.
The time skipping is getting to her.
Dad, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, of course.
He's like, no, you're not. You're about to die.
She's flying back and forth between time and two.
So
Yeah,
what happened to Desmond is now happening to everyone on the island. He was already there.
You best explain why you've been banging on my door for the last 20 minutes, brother.
Wait.
Desmond.
Because they've already met in the past and the future.
You're the only person who can help us because, Desmond, rules don't apply to you. You're uniquely and miraculously special.
What are you talking about?
If the helicopter somehow made it off the island...
What helicopter? What are you talking
Listen, I
about?
need you to listen. My name is Daniel Faraday. We're in serious danger. You're the only person who can help us. Go back to Oxford University. Find my mother,
What's her name? What's her name?
This is so wild.
You alright?
I gotta go to Oxford.
What's on
Been off scared in 3 years now.
Oh, it's Nicole.
It wasn't a dream bed.
So the memory was like implanted.
It was a memory. We're leaving.
Leaving to go where?
Oxford.
Oxford.
Umbrella. What? What is this?
What is happening?
Is this episode shorter? It's
Huh?
The lie. What's the lie?
Stop!
Jughead, the little
Don't
prince.
ruin it.
You suck.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, can you believe those episodes fly by when, like,
That was
Okay,
time flies,
so
literally.
I just... How is Desmond...
How does he know?
No,
Because it happened.
no.
Here we go.
How? No. Because...
Sorry.
Why is no one else back on the island? Like, Jack isn't with the group, but because they're off the island safe. But yet Desmond is able to be on the island still?
Because he was there at that moment in time.
No. So Jack should have been
But
there.
No, Desmond
Yes.
wasn't there.
Yes.
Desmond had already been there 3 years before that.
Yes, but
they
what
had
I'm
landed.
saying is everyone else is on the island. I guess it depends on where it's skipped.
Yeah, Desmond
Yes.
was in the
Yeah.
island before everyone else.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is... this is so confusing. I guess you would have to know what point in time.
Yeah, but we do know.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we're in the point of time between them crashing and the hatch blowing up.
Who crashing?
The 815.
Okay, so then that's exactly what I'm saying. So if the crash happened and they're there, But then Jack and Kate and them
because
aren't
they're
there.
off the island.
But so is Desmond. But so is Desmond.
Guys, time out.
Yeah, Hassan,
the crash hasn't happened. But
That's
Desmond
what I'm saying.
Desmond is on the island.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if the crash had happened, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But if the crash hasn't happened and it's back further in time, I guess it makes sense. But then that means if we jump to the future when the crash happened, then shouldn't Jack and Kate and all of them reappear too?
But interesting point.
Or is it because Dan said, Desmond, you're special. You're the only one who can help.
Yeah.
So is there something going on with Desmond that he's...
Yeah, Desmond has a special quality where it allows Daniel to speak to him.
Do you think it's because Desmond's the one that turned the key the first time when the island made that big...
I think it has a lot to do with Desmond's like clairvoyance, like seeing into the future.
Which came from turning that key.
Him turning the key?
Oh, did it come from that?
I think so.
I didn't know. Is it from turning the key in the hatch?
His electromagnetism
so
thing.
That means Desmond will still appear at the right time on the island, even though he's safely off the island, but the rest of the people won't?
No, they will, but they will not be able to interact with them.
But are you sure?
Well, when Jack tried to interact with Echo's brother, he got shot in the leg.
John.
You mean John?
John, sorry.
But that's what I'm saying. If Jack, will Jack and Kate appear?
Even if they do, I feel like something will happen to disallow communication.
That's kind of the way that Dan made it sound, right? Like you can't change anything.
So weird.
So maybe
when John tried to see Echo's brother in the flight, he was nearly killed and only got saved because the island changed time. Maybe on purpose, maybe by accident, maybe it was
to prevent.
Well, either way, Dan said nothing's gonna happen. Like
What do you
he
mean
said,
nothing's
when Sawyer was trying to hit the door, he said nothing's gonna happen because they never met. They hadn't met yet.
That's true.
So
But
basically,
he had met
Dan's
him.
saying, yeah.
But he was wrong, because...
Who was wrong?
Dan, because Desmond would have responded to Sawyer.
No.
Not right then. Not right then.
Because they hadn't crashed yet.
Because they hadn't met yet then. That would have been the first time.
Then that defeats the idea that Desmond has a special quality.
I don't think it is that
That's
Desmond has a
actually
special
true.
quality.
Well-
I think it's because Desmond already went back in time and spoke to Faraday, and because of that, Dan and Desmond have already met. And because of that, Desmond and Dan can meet again on the island because they've already met.
But that is a special quality.
I guess, but it's because they've already met. And then because they are now meeting in the past, it's like dual timeline. That memory occurring is why it happens at the same time as Desmond reacquiring the memory at that moment in time, because it's parallel.
Wait, what?
Like,
okay, I see what you're saying, Zola, but you might need to explain it one more time.
Like, okay.
If you can.
I have so much I want to say, but this is just the first episode. It's introducing these ideas, so I'll just say, like, these questions and stuff, some of it will be addressed. But
well, okay, so it is because he turned the key because, well, not necessarily. Because it's mostly because it's not because he turned the key. It's because he went back in time when he was leaving the island.
Yeah, but he couldn't.
Yeah, and because he went back to 1996, he had to go meet Dan in order to get his contact.
But his constant
there
wouldn't
you
have.
go.
But none of that would have. The constant wouldn't have happened without the key
I don't think
turning.
so because the same thing happened to the radio guy.
So
it was only because they were leaving the island.
Well, no, it was because he had been. Dan said it was because he had been recently exposed to a lot of electromagnetic energy.
But the radio guy too.
Yeah, so maybe he had at some point in his life.
No, wasn't it because they veered off the bearing?
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
both. He said the side effects occurred to people because it didn't happen to anybody else on the helicopter. It happened to Desmond because he had been exposed
it was like
to so
both
much.
happening together.
Yeah, and there was an electrical storm that they were flying into.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It just matters that he went back, and in order to get his constant, he had to meet Dan. So because of that, Dan and him have already met, and because of that, at that current time, 3 years before the plane crashes,
So Dan and
Desmond
are
can talk
bookmarks
again.
through time.
Yeah, and because of that, Desmond can open the door, and because Desmond in the future already exists, as soon as Dan and Desmond interact, this now becomes a memory for Desmond in the future. So that's why Desmond acquires the memory because it's parallel.
So what Dan is basically saying is the rules don't apply, meaning he can influence Desmond's future slightly. Like Desmond recalled this memory. The question is, did that event happen? And the answer is yes.
In
that event
some
happened.
way.
And now Desmond remembers that happening from his time on the island.
That is so odd.
But is it only Desmond and Dan that can have that? Like
that's the question because Dan said,
like,
well, it didn't happen to
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Kept banging on it. Do you think eventually it would have come out? It's
Well,
not like
it
didn't happen to Sawyer. Maybe because Sawyer was discouraged early enough.
Exactly.
And
That
then that's why
prevented
he didn't open it because
Exactly.
like, oh, okay, like he pissed off.
Exactly.
And then Dan was like, wait a minute, like maybe Sawyer's onto something, I guess, in a weird way in his own
But he
like,
checked
with
his
own
journal.
logic.
He checked
He
his
checked
journal.
his journal for something.
What was it that he
I wonder if he checked his journal to see if it had already happened.
I think that's kind of what I was thinking too. I'm not quite sure what it said.
It's like
in that
he's
journal.
written everything he can ever remember from time travel in his notebook, and if it's in his notebook, then it's okay to do it because it already happened.
So why did he say to him like this is only possible with you because of your unique quality?
Because of the
only
whole,
you.
that's what Zola was talking about.
You guys have posted theories on it, and I would say we don't really know for sure what he meant, but I think it has something to do with electromagnetism,
And
kind of like what Zola said, kind of the fact that they've met before.
So he was
How
only
he's, like,
able to
his
talk to
constant-
Desmond, and Sawyer wouldn't have been able to.
I think it's less about talk to him and more about like influencing his memories in the future. Like he's basically changing. Like
Yeah,
But you
yeah, but
can't
I'm
change
saying
it.
could it have Sawyer
but maybe.
Which is
engaged
weird.
Desmond too?
Oh, yeah.
He could
I
have, right?
I see.
That's
I
what I'm
see what you're
saying,
saying.
like,
Because
I'm
Desmond
not
is
saying-
unique, maybe Sawyer could have.
As well.
I see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good
I
question.
don't think so. I think this whole uniqueness is based on the fact that they've already met.
That's
Yeah.
I think that's what the uniqueness is.
So
the
why
fact
didn't
that
he
they've
say
already
like,
met.
oh, this is only possible because we've met or something like that? Why did he say it's because of a quality that
Because
you
the
have?
quality of Desmond that makes this all unique is that Desmond has existed in the past,
It's
to a
not.
certain degree,
Yeah.
in the present, on that island at that time, and now in the future.
So then Sawyer could have spoken to
No,
Desmond too.
because Sawyer and Desmond have not met yet.
But you've only given reasons as to why Desmond can talk to Dan. You haven't said why Dan.
Because Dan and Desmond already met.
They're constants to each other, remember?
But this is related to that.
Maybe.
I think so. Because Dan and Desmond already met,
It's up for debate.
and because of that, Desmond and Dan can meet again, because Desmond's already on the island, Dan's
That
on the
is so
island
weird.
again. And Desmond's in the future, and Dan can implant this memory, because Desmond can now remember it, because he's in the future, and he's off the island. And Dan jumping time is happening at the same time as Desmond's off the island. So since it's parallel, it's happening
Well,
at the same, like, it's kind of like...
I would be very careful with the idea of saying parallel because, like he said, time is like
string.
a record. The island is like a record, and I guess that makes sense with the whole parallel. Like
I'm
sometime
just saying
is
it's-
here, sometime
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
just saying what they're going through
and what we're
is
witnessing.
happening at the same time as Desmond and everyone being off the island trying to get
Like
back to the
3
island.
years in the future.
Yeah, like
That's
it's
true.
like the island, they are happening at their period, but like their bodies are still experiencing the same time.
That's
That's what I'm
is
trying to
correct.
say.
Please, yeah.
So
please
like
remember that.
their bodies are still moving at their time, you know?
In regular time period.
Yeah, like they are still moving at, you know,
24 hours in a
minute
day.
by minute
Yeah.
by minute
Yeah.
by minute. Their environment is changing in time, but their minutes are still moving on their time at the same time that everyone on the outside is already off the island. So
Yes.
it's kind of parallel in terms.
I
That's
see.
what I mean by parallel.
Yes, that is, yeah.
Okay.
Does that make
so-
sense, Hassan, too?
That's a lot of words, man.
Okay,
I
so-
don't understand what you're trying to explain.
But-
All I'm saying is like, is it Dan that would only
don't
be
know.
able to allow that?
We don't know.
And
So
that-
we don't know, right?
We don't
Right,
know.
we don't
Okay.
Yeah, there's not enough evidence either way. Zola's just postulating on these theories here.
Okay.
Um,
But other things. One, Dan said nothing can change.
whatever happened is what he said.
But like the plane crashed and John saw the plane crash and then he
Yep.
was shot and that was just like
That,
the universe already knew that was gonna happen at some point.
according
because-
to Dan, yes, that already
Which is-
happened.
So it's kind of like what's that thing where it's predestination? They're like
Fate?
they know, yeah, fate. I
That's
guess.
been a big
but like
theme in this
they
show
already,
so far.
but like fate and I feel like fate and predestination are kind of well, I guess not. But like
I see. Yeah,
but like
yeah.
okay, so if we went back and did everything different, like you couldn't. Like it was already gonna happen. Like Ben had to move the island. This already happened. John knew he was gonna be shot. Richard. So
Well, would John know he was going to be shot?
No, John wouldn't, but Richard apparently would. So why didn't the others ever tell anyone about this?
Maybe Ethan
Because do
Roth
you think
died
they
before.
knew?
That's a great point, Audrey.
Because
That's a
Richard
great
knew
point.
that he was going to be shot. So
Yes.
Richard
Well,
knows stuff.
He said that you will tell me that you're going to be shot.
Yeah.
So that will have to happen in the future.
And
At
then
some
he
point,
also
John's
said,
gonna have to
you're
tell
going to
me.
have to die. Which is like, what?
Yeah.
And also, how does John, I guess we'll get to that, but like, how does John dying affect convincing people to return to the island? That's odd.
It is odd, and that's all I'll say about that.
Didn't Ethan Rom get killed?
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Yeah.
And wasn't there a lot of speculation around John Locke from the get-go with the others in that group? Like the survivors?
Well,
Like saying that he wasn't a good person or something?
well, no.
No, but
Yes.
like John Locke was a very special
Yes.
Yeah.
character.
Yes.
And maybe it was because of that interaction with Ethan
But-
Rom in the first place.
Because Ethan had met him already.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but also
good thought.
Richard obviously knew the future because he went back in time when John, well, I don't know
You
if
mean
he
the
went back
past.
in time, but like he went to John when John, what if Richard's the only thing that ever changes? That's why he never ages. And that's why he knows everything about what's going to happen. Because he went to John when he was a kid and asked which one of these things is yours. And then he gave him the compass in the future.
And said, the next time I see you, we're not going to know each other. Or
Yeah.
I'm not going to know you.
And give me this compass.
Give me this compass to convince me.
But we've always been talking about how Richard never ages. And it would make sense that he's the only one so far that has said anything about the future and the past and knowing what's going to happen for sure.
Well, you know what it sounds like with Richard?
He's stuck traveling through time.
Or, you know, when the Hanzo Foundation thing, when he got cut off on the video, he said in the arrow, their job was actually to look at the indigenous people of the island.
Yes.
What if Richard is an indigenous person of the island and they know how to use the hole and jump through time and use all of that?
So interesting. Yeah,
And-
we finally learned what the arrow station was for. Remember
Yeah.
the one Ana Lucia? That's the one that the tail section found.
And he went and saw the guy filming Hanzo, right? Or Candle.
Yeah, that's
whatever
the other
his name
one.
is.
Yeah.
He went and saw the electro,
Who
the
did?
energy thing. The
Dan?
guy who was filming. No, the guy who was filming. He went and saw it and he explained, like,
Yes.
don't touch this. If you release it, we're all screwed. And we're going to learn how to harness it so that we can change.
Time. The wheel was already down there.
Yeah. Weird.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go into the next one. But I will say, you guys,
This is so
the
much.
conversation was great. And I'm sitting here the whole time thinking, like, if time travel, like, I was kind of worried, like, because time travel, like, can be really confusing.
Yeah, it is.
And just hearing your discussion about it already gives me hope that we're in for good
Okay.
hands. And the
Okay,
show does a
good.
really good job. So, all right, you guys
All
ready?
right.
We're gonna jump right into the
Yeah,
next one.
let's
Thank
do
you
it.
guys so much for watching. You can watch ahead on Patreon. You can see our full length reactions, and
you can time travel because we haven't even seen it yet.
Yes.
And you can watch
you can
it.
watch it right now, but we
Wow.
haven't seen it. That's crazy.
That's wild.
You're skipping through time. Either you or the island is skipping through time. There you go.
We'll be your constant.
We'll
Go
be your-
find Desmond.
Go knock real hard. If you knock for 20 minutes, maybe
We
he'll
just
open.
hear a knock on the door.
That'd be
and
so
it's
creepy. All right, bye.
Bye.
Right.
Or hello.